Assalamualaikum and good day to all of you. Okay, we continue to chapter 2, that is personality and values. Okay, for this chapter, we are going to look into a few things. The subtopic or the learning outcomes for this chapter is to define personality and to look at the personality framework and to define value. And we are going to look at the importance of values, and the last one is to link an individual's personality and values to the workplace. Okay, so let's see first what is meant by personality. Okay, the definition of personality. Okay, what is personality? According to Robbins and Judge in 2019, they define personality as the sum of ways in which an individual reacts to and interacts with others. Okay, it is how people react or respond to some situations and how these people interact with other people. And another authors, McShane and Von Gleno in 2021, they said personality refers to the relatively enduring pattern of thoughts, emotions, and behavior that characterize a person, along with the psychological processes behind those characteristics. So, personality is actually the thought of a person, emotion of a person, and behavior of a person, which it comes from the psychological process. Psychological process ni maksudnya what we are thinking, okay, our brain process. So they continue by saying that personality is, in a sense, the bundle of characteristics that make us similar to or different from other people. So personality is characteristic of a person, behavior of a person. Okay, when we say characteristics, it is not just a behavior of a person. It comes together with the thoughts and also emotions of that person. So karakteristik ni bukan sahaja, personality ni bukan sahaja ciri, bukan sahaja behavior. It comes together with how we think about something and how do we feel about something. So that is thoughts and emotions. So how people react to, how people interact with other people, also we call it as personality. So what we can say personality in the best way is that personality is our characteristics, which include our thoughts, our mind, our feelings, and our behavior. Now let's look at briefly the personality determinants. What are the factors that determines or influence personality? Apakah faktor yang mempengaruhi personality seseorang? So there are 5 main categories that may be used to classify the personality determinants, meaning that there are 5 determinants of personality. First one is biological factors, second is cultural factors, family factors, social factors, and situational factors. So let's look at this one by one. Okay, the first one is biological factors. Okay, biological factors are the factors that relates to our life. Okay, relates to our life, our biology. Okay, so there are 4 sub-factors that fall under biological factors that determine personality. So our personality is determined by biological factors such as heredity, brain, biofeedback, and also physical features. Heredity ni macam keturunan. Okay, we come from which kind of heredity, such as our chromosome structure and so on, or genes. Okay, gene that is called as heredity. Our brain. Okay, so brain is how our brain functions. That also determine our personality, how we think about something. So that is how our brain is processing about something. So it will be reflected in our personality. Biofeedback, BFT here stands for biofeedback therapy. So when people are under therapy, so it will definitely influence their personality. And lastly is the physical features such as the height, the weight, skin tone, hair color, and beauty. So these are also influencing or determining the personality of a person. So 4 of these sub-factors are the biological factors. Okay, the next personality determinant is cultural factors. Culture means budaya. Okay, so culture is what we always do, our regular practice, our habit, so that can be understood as culture. What we always do every day, so that is our culture. We eat using our hand, so that is called as culture. So that culture can also influence or determine personality of a person. Okay, culture in which we are raised will definitely influence or affect the personality formation. Okay. For example, attitudes toward independence, aggressiveness, competitiveness, cooperation, definitely are influenced by culture. How is our personality towards aggressiveness? Aggressiveness is keganasan, let's say. So how do we react to that kind of situation? So that is influenced by our culture. Okay. So the points or the sub factors for cultures are the traditional practices. We are actually taught by our parents on how to do something. So culture comes from our parents, grandparents. It comes from it is the traditional practice. It comes from our parents, our grandparents, and so on, the older generation. They taught us on how to do something. They taught us how to eat. We eat using our hands. So that is called as our culture, which was taught by our older generation. Norms, customs, custom ni adat norms ni norma, what we call as standardization in whatever we do. Procedures in doing something, rules and regulation, such as nak masuk rumah orang kena buang kasut, that is called as rules and regulation, which is the culture of certain races. According to different races, we practice different rules and regulations with regards to entering a person's house. Precedence, values, so these are part of cultures. Okay, so for example, when we want to enter a person's house, we take off our shoes. Why? Because of that is our culture, and that is reflected in our personality or our character or our behavior. So bila kita nak masuk rumah orang, kita akan automatically behave in a way that we take off our shoes. So that falls under cultural factor. The next factor is family factors, another determinant. So the nature of the family influence, okay, the nature of the family is also influencing our personality. Keadaan semula jadi family. Okay, the nature of the family's influence also depends on such these factors. Okay, family factors include these factors. Socio-economic status of the family, meaning that the economic status, tahap ataupun kadar pendapatan sesuatu family is also influencing the personality of the children. Children who come from poor family, they have different personality. Children that come from who come from rich family, they will display different types of personality. So that is socio-economic status, pendapatan. Family size. Those who come from a very big family, a lot of group members, maybe they show a different personality. A person who comes from a very small size family, mungkin dia anak tunggal. So this person will show different personality. So that is how family size is influencing the personality. So other factors that falls under family factors are the birth order. Siapa sulung, siapa bongsu, and also the siblings, adik-beradik. Race, bangsa, religion, agama, parents' educational level, whether the parents are highly educated or poorly educated, also influence the personality of the children, and geographic location, meaning that where are you staying. Okay, if you are staying in a city, your family is staying in a city, then it will be reflected in the children's personality. If you are staying in a rural area, daripada kampung yang susah, so maybe the children's personality is a bit different from those who come from a big city. Next determinant is social factors. Social influence refers to a person's interactions with others throughout his or her life, beginning with playmates when they are young. Okay, so social is actually the interactions, relationships, and communication that is happening around a person. Okay, how people interact with other people. starting from their younger life. Okay, when they were young, how they interact with how they had a relationship with their playmates, that will influence the personality of that person now. Okay, macam mana hubungan dia ataupun komunikasi dia dengan seseorang di zaman lampau dia dulu, zaman dia kecil dulu, definitely will influence how that person is reacting or behaving now. Okay, so the personality sekarang ni bergantung kepada zaman kecil dia dulu. And the last factor that determines personality is the situational factors. Situation, here situasi. Situasi means the environment of a person also determines a personality of a person. Okay, situations may either motivate or dissuade someone to act in a certain way. Okay, it is comprised of several factors that influence one's personality, including freedom. So this refers to the workplace situation. If the workplace is where is giving freedom to employees, then the employees will show certain kinds of personality. If the situation of the workplace is challenging, then it will also influence the personality of that particular worker. Okay, and the leadership style, okay, how the leader or the manager approach the employees or instruct the employees. Is the leader friendly or not? That will influence the personality of the worker. So that is called as the situational factor or the surrounding, the environment. So these are the 5 factors or 5 determinants of personality. Now we go to the next item in this chapter, that is the personality framework. So for this part, we are going to look at the approaches used to determine personality. So there are 2 types of framework that we are going to discuss for this chapter. The first one is called as the Myers-Briggs type indicator, and the second one is the Big 5 personality. Okay, the first one is the Myers-Briggs type indicator. So this is a widely used personality framework ataupun framework to determine personality of a person. So the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator is a self-report questionnaire that is used to determine a person's personality type, strengths and preferences. So this personality approach, Myers-Briggs personality type here, was actually produced ataupun proposed by 2 people, Isabel Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs. So that's why it is called as Myers-Briggs. Was developed by a daughter and a mother. And they developed 100 questions that form as a questionnaire and to test the personality or to assess the personality of a person. So this Myers-Briggs type indicator consists of 100 questions in a questionnaire and given to an individual or a person to answer those questions. And from that questionnaires, it is able to generate ataupun to produce the personality of a person. So Myers-Briggs type indicator approach ataupun framework propose 4 pairs of personality. So dia mencadangkan ataupun they come out with Myers-Briggs type indicator here propose that there are 4 pairs of personality. The first pair is called as extraverted versus the introverted. Second pair is sensing versus intuitive. The third one is, okay, later we look at the third one. So what is meant by extraverted versus introverted? Extrovert and introvert. So those that are extraverted, they are outgoing, sociable and assertive. So these people are they are extrovert, they are outgoing lah. They are happy-go-lucky people. That is a simple word to describe the meaning of extraverted. So people with extraverted personality, they are a happy-go-lucky person. They are easily socialized with people. Dia senang nak bersosial dengan orang lain, bersosial dengan orang lain, mudah berkomunikasi dan berinteraksi. On the other hand, the introvert person or introvert personality, these people are the person who are quiet and shy. So introvert or extrovert versus introvert. So the extraverted is labeled as E, introverted is labeled as I. The second pair of personality is sensing versus intuitive. Okay, sensing personalities pay close attention to details, practical and preferring regularity and order. So sensing here means um, we pay attention to physical reality, what we see, what we hear, what we touch, what we taste, and what we smell. So sensing is more realistic because of we rely on our senses. Okay, deria kita menggunakan deria kita untuk merasai. So meaning that we have a proof in whatever we do. We want to have proof in whatever we do. So we are more practical. Okay, when we see using our eyes. So we will show certain kind of personality. So that is called as sensing. Intuitive is where we use our instinct, perasaan kita saja. Okay. So those with intuition tend to use unconscious process and consider the larger picture. So in other words, intuitive is where we use our instinct lah, our feelings to judge about something. Okay. So sensing is labeled as S and intuitive is labeled as N. Okay, the next personality pair according to Myers-Briggs type indicator is thinking versus feeling. Okay, thinking versus feeling. Reasons and logics are used by thinking people. Okay, thinking people, they have logics for something. They have reasons for doing something. Okay, when they solve problems, they use the reason and logics, meaning that they have basis ataupun they have reasons for doing that action. So they show certain kinds of personalities and behavior because they have reasons for it. Whereas, on the other hand, feeling personality relies on their own ideals and feelings. So we do something based on our feelings only, okay, not based on reasons and logic. So thinking is labeled as T and feeling is labeled as F. And the last pair of personality according to Myers-Briggs type indicator is judging and perceiving. Judging personality type loves structure and order and want control. Perceiving personalities are flexible and spontaneous. So judging personality, judging means kita menilai. Okay, we want to control other people. So we want order. Okay, we love structure, something yang tersusun. That is called as judging. Okay, tersusun, order. Whereas perceiving personalities are flexible and spontaneous. Normally they don't really care about the structure. They are spontaneous in making decisions. They are spontaneous in doing something. That is perceiving. So judging and perceiving, judging is labeled as J and perceiving is labeled as P. Okay, from here you can see the pairs of personality, the 4 pairs of personality according to the Myers-Briggs personality type. Okay, the first one is extraversion and introversion. Okay, E and I. Sensing and intuition, S and N. Thinking and feeling, T and F. And last one is judging and perceiving, J and P. Okay, from the personality test taken by a person using the Myers-Briggs type indicator just now that consists of 100 questions and that focuses on the 4 pairs of personality that I have defined just now. So 16 personality types will be produced. So daripada 4 pasangan personality yang saya define tadi, when a person answers the questionnaires that consists of 100 questions, then 16 personality types will be produced from the 4 pairs. So 4 pasangan personality tadi akan mengeluarkan 16 personality types. And these 16 personality types are described in terms of the label tadi. Let's say you look at this ESTJ. ESTJ. E stands for what? As I explained just now. Okay. And S stands for sensing. Let's say T stands for thinking. Okay. And J stands for judging. Okay. So extroverted, sensing, thinking, and judging. So this one example of the 16 personality type. So ISTJ is another 16 personality type. So the name or the label, the name here refers to the label that is according to the 4 pairs of personality. So each and every personality type here, daripada 16 tadi, will produce different description of a person. So when you answer the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator questionnaire, you will get ataupun your result it will give you one result of these 16 personality types. So let's say your result is ESTP, then there will be a specific description those that has those with ESTP personality. Okay, akan ada specific description. So later at the end of the video ataupun not end of the video, in the exercise at the end of the lecture, I'll give you the personality test using Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. You answer those questions and let's see what is your personality type from this 16 personality from Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Okay, so the result will come out in a form of this kind of answer, the short form. Okay, the next personality approach normally used or commonly used to assess the personality of a person, specifically the worker, is called as Big Five personality. So this is number 2, and Big Five personality. So this Big Five personality, sometimes it is also called as the 5-factor model. And from this personality approach, it was proposed that people have 5 types of personality. First one is called as conscientiousness. Second is agreeableness, neuroticism, openness to experience, and extraversion. So 5 personalities proposed by the Big Five personality. So the acronym ataupun the short form for the Big Five personality to describe the dimensions of personality here is, you can understand it in the form of this acronym, OCEAN. Okay, OCEAN. So when you remember OCEAN, you know that it refers to Big Five personality, and O stands for what, C stands for what, and so on. So just understand or just remember OCEAN to describe Big Five personality. So let's see one by one. Conscientiousness. What is it? Okay, people with higher score on this factor tend to be more organized. Okay, people who has high conscientiousness, they are organized people yang tersusun. Dependable, boleh di rely on. Okay, kita boleh bergantung pada orang tu. Goal focused, thorough, disciplined, methodical, and industrious. Okay, agreeableness. People with agreeableness personality, these people are they are trusting people. Maksudnya boleh dipercayai. They are very helpful. They have good nature. Okay, and they are considerate. Amat bertimbang rasa. They are tolerant. Boleh bertolak ansur, and they are not selfish, which we call as selfless. And they are flexible. So those with agreeableness personality. Okay, so for this part, this column is the opposite of this column. Okay, people with high score will show this kind of personality. People with low score on conscientiousness will show this kind of personality. Okay, neuroticism. Okay, people with high score on neuroticism, they are anxious. Anxious ni macam tak sabar lah. Okay, they are self-conscious, they are insecure, okay, and they are easily depressed. Okay, people with high neuroticism, they get stressed easily. Okay, and people with lower score will show the opposite. They are secure, they have a high emotional stability. Emosi dia sangat stabil, and they are very calm. Okay. The next one, next personality is openness to experience. People with high score on openness to experience, they are imaginative and creative. So ni adalah orang seni lah. Orang seni dia akan ada high score on openness to experience. They are very unconventional. Unconventional ni maksudnya they are very updated. Okay? They are curious. They want to know about everything. Okay? And People who are having low score on openness to experience, they are resistant to change. They stick to what they always do. Yang tak nak berubah lah ni. Okay. Kalau daripada zaman dulu menggunakan kaedah yang sama, sampai sekarang dia nak menggunakan kaedah yang sama. They are very conventional. Conventional means they are not up to date lah. Okay. And people with high score on extraversion, okay, we have covered extraverted in Myers-Briggs type indicator just now. Extraversion is extraverted people. They are outgoing, they are happy-go-lucky, they are very talkative, they are very energetic, and so on. On the other hand, people who are having low score on extraversion, they are very quiet. So this is like the introverted just now. They are quiet, they are cautious, sangat berhati-hati, and they have less interaction with other people. Okay, so all this personality approach, in order to assess personality, people will be given the questionnaires for them to answer. So personality of an individual will be assessed through the results from the questionnaire. Myers-Briggs type indicator just now had 100 questionnaires, and it will produce 16 personality types from the 4 pairs. And the Big 5 personality here has 5 dimensions, and people will be given also the questionnaires for them to answer, and it will produce the personality in the form of these 5 dimensions of personality. So whether each personality here has high score or low score. Okay, and this is how you describe the personality of a person based on the score from each of the dimension from Big 5 personality. So this slide here is showing why is each dimension of the Big 5 personality here is relevant, and what will be the effect or the impact of each of the personality dimension here. For the emotional stability, why is it relevant in the workplace? Because of it can produce less negative thinking. So people with a good score on emotional stability, meaning that the emotion is very stable, then this person will have less negative thinking and fewer negative emotions. So dia takkan ada banyak negative thoughts lah. And definitely this person will have less hypervigilant. Hypervigilant here is like an attitude or a behavior that likes to scream because of these people have trauma or high stress. That is hypervigilant. So what does it affect? What will be the impact of good emotional stability? It will produce higher job and life satisfaction. People will be very satisfied in their life as well as in their job. Definitely they will have they will have low stress level, and they can adapt to change easily. Maksudnya dia boleh menerima perubahan dengan mudah. Okay. And for the extraversion dimension of the personality, why is this relevant in the workplace? Because of people with a good extraversion score. These people will have a better interpersonal skill. Better interpersonal skill meaning that these people can communicate and interact and having relationship with other people easily. So dia ada skill untuk berkomunikasi dengan orang lain. Greater social dominance. Social dominance here meaning that these people can control the interaction, the communication with other people, and they can express their emotion. Okay, meaning that because they love to talk, so they can express how they feel, their emotion. And these people, the effect of this personality extraversion is they can have higher performance, enhanced leadership. Their leadership style is very good because they can communicate well with other people, and also they have high job and life satisfaction. For openness to experience dimension of personality, why is this dimension important or relevant? Because it can increase learning of that person. So people with high openness to experience personality, they would like to experience more. So they want to learn more. So they would love to increase their learning. They will be very creative because of they are people who love to search, to how to say, dia suka meneroka, explore. They love to explore things, and they are more flexible and autonomous. Autonomous here means mempunyai kuasa lah. Okay. And what will happen to them? They will have a lot of training. They will have a good training, and also it can enhance their leadership style because of they have a lot of experience, openness to experience, because they have a lot of information and knowledge. People with high score on agreeableness, they are liked by people because they can conform to other people. They can actually easily tolerated people. Okay, orang ni lebih mudah ditolerate. They can easily negotiate it. This is agreeableness, dimension of personality. And they are more compliant. Compliant ni menurut perintah. Maksudnya dia mengikutlah apa yang telah ditetapkan. And conforming. Conforming means match. Dia akan ikutlah apa yang ditetapkan. Okay. So meaning that whatever instruction given, people with high score on agreeableness, they can actually follow the instruction given by the manager. So it is so relevant in the organization. So people with this personality agreeableness, they will have high performance and they will have lower levels of deviant behavior. Deviant behavior meaning that they have low problematic behavior in the organization, such as not obeying the instructions. So dia akan ada dia akan tunjukkan sikit lah tingkah laku macam ni sebab dia lebih mudah, dia lebih suka menurut perintah dan arahan. And people with high score on conscientiousness, they have people with this personality. So this personality is relevant because of, relevant here means important lah. It is important because of these people will show greater effort. Dia akan tunjukkan usaha yang baik. And persistence. Persistence means dia akan jadi macam mana? Persistence means keep doing it continuously. Never give up. Persistence means never give up. And they have more drive, more motivation lah, more drive. And they have also discipline in doing things. And they are better organized and planning. So dia ni lebih tersusun lah kaedah kerja dia. Cara kerja dia lebih tersusun, more organized. And people with this personality also will have higher performance, good leadership or enhanced leadership, and greater longevity. Okay, longevity means that they will stay longer in the organization. Next part for this chapter, we go to values. Okay, first thing is, let's see what is the definition of values. Okay, according to Robbins and Judge, 2019, values is a specific mode of conduct or end state of existence that is personally or socially preferable to an opposite or converse mode of conduct or end state of existence. So, value is a specific mode of conduct. Okay, don't get confused with this lah. So, you can just ignore end state of existence. That is personally or socially preferable. Something that guides you to do something personally or socially. Okay. What is the thing that you prefer to do? Something that guide you to do that. So that is called as values. So an easy way, okay, let's see the definition given by McShane and von Gleno in 2021. Value is a relatively stable, evaluative beliefs. Stable, evaluative beliefs. So this is the keyword actually. That guide a person's preferences for outcomes or course of action. So value is a belief that guide a person in order to do something. What is the preferences of a person to take action? So something that guide that person to do that. So we call it as value. So saya panggil dia sebagai belief lah. What we hold in ourselves. We cannot see value. We can see personality. Personality here is shown in your behavior. But value here, something that you hold inside you. It is your belief. You believe what is right to do something. In the exam, what is the right thing to do in the exam? Be honest. So honest is the value. Okay, something that is right to do. So that is the guide for you to do, to take action. So that with that value, honest, then in the exam you don't cheat. So value ni adalah prinsip yang you pegang, kepercayaan yang you pegang dalam hati you, dalam diri you. So that is value. Next, the importance of values. So let's see why values are important for a person. So there are 5 reasons why values are important. So we just go briefly the importance of values. Values help us to gain self-respect. So with our own principle, our own belief that lead us to do certain actions, we will respect ourselves because of kita katalah we have a value of honest. So we don't cheat in whatever we do. So we will respect ourselves. That is called as self-respect. Values help us to be clear about our wants. So because based on that belief that we hold in ourselves, we are very clear what we want to do. Okay, we will be very clear in whatever actions we want to do. So that is values help us to be clear about our wants. What do we want? We want to be honest. We don't want to cheat. We want to be a person who is relying on ourselves in our exam. So we are very clear about our want based on the values, the belief that we have just now. Values help us in decision making. So we decide not to cheat in the exam. So it helps us in decision making because we have this value being honest. Values help us enjoy the life. So because of that value, we are very satisfied. We will enjoy our life because of we are very happy with what we do based on our value or our belief. Values keep us motivated, focused, and engaged. So based on the values that we have, we will be very motivated in whatever we do. So values of being honest. So we will be very motivated to be honest in every situation. They will be focused in whatever we are doing. So normally values are good things that we have in our we have in ourselves lah. So selalunya value ni nilai-nilai. Kat sekolah dulu kita belajarkan values, nilai-nilai murni. So normally values are good things, good beliefs, such as honesty. Punctual is also values. Okay, so because of you hold these values, punctual, you'll be punctual in all the meetings, in every class. So that helps you to make decision as well. So when to go to class? I'll go to class on time because of you have this value in you. Okay, so values are very important. You can actually think common sense why value is important. Okay, how to link an individual personality and values to the workplace. So how do we engage, link ataupun connect or relate a person's personality and values to the workplace? So is to link personality and values to the workplace. First is what we call as person job fit. So this is the first way to link personality and values to the workplace. Person job fit, according to the definition of personality job fit theory, it is a theory that holds that while each person has unique skills and traits, each occupation also has its own criteria and personalities. So in other words, person job fit here means that what the organization should do in order to link the personality and values to the workplace is that by giving a person a job that fits with the person personalities and values. Organisation ni patut buat apa is bagi pekerjaan ataupun job yang match ataupun bersesuaian dengan personality seseorang dan juga values yang dipegang oleh orang tersebut. So that's why before entering a job, most applicants are given a personality test first in order for the organisation to assess the personality of a potential candidate so that they know what kind of job should be given to this person. Let's say a person with an extroverted personality. Okay, extroverted means outgoing and sociable personality. They are very happy-go-lucky person. So if the personality test produce this kind of result, this person has an extroverted personality. So what kind of job to be given to this person? So ada kerja yang tertentu yang bersesuaian dengan personality macam ni. So what the organisation should do is that to give the right job to this kind of person with this specific personality. So that is called as person job fit. If the personality test produce a result that this person is an introverted personality or has an introverted personality, meaning that a very quiet and shy person. So what is the right job to be given? The organization must consider the right job to be given to the introverted person. Okay, so that is called as person job fit, matching the person's personality and values with the right job. Okay, in order to link personality and values to the workplace by using person job fit, So the organization takes 6 personality types into account. So organization ni akan consider there are 6 personality types. First is conventional, second investigation, next enterprising, social, realistic, and the last one is artistic. Okay, so organization categorizes personalities into 6 types, okay, by using person job fit. So what is conventional? Conventional are the person that like to work under a pre-existing framework or set of rules, prefer orderly and unambiguous activities. So conventional personality is where people with this personality are the people who like to do jobs under a certain types of framework. Framework here means certain type of standard, meaning that there is a preset framework or standard given to them. Okay, there are specific rules given to them in order to do the job. There are specific orders for them to do the job. So this is called as conventional personality. Orang yang hanya menurut arahan, mengikut guidelines, mengikut undang-undang. Okay, so that is called as conventional. Without rules, these people cannot do the job. They are not able to perform the job. So that is conventional. Investigation personality are the people who are often good at planning, organizing, and acquiring new knowledge. Okay, people who love to acquire and seek new knowledge, they are called as having investigation personality. So they are very curious in order to do the job. So dia selalu saja nak tahu segala benda and nak tahu benda baru as well. Okay, so these people are people who are scientists. They fall under this category lah, because scientists love to explore and to learn new things. Okay, so the next category of personality, in order for the organization to apply person job fit, is enterprising. Enterprising is a person who is enjoying social interaction, and they have the ability to influence others, and also they want to get power. So people who have this personality, enterprising, they love communication and having relationships so much. They love socializing with other people. They love interaction and relationships, and they want to influence others. So orang yang buat business, enterprising ni, they love to talk to other people. They want to influence other people in for the sake of their business. So business people ataupun agent, real estate agent, they have this personality that is enterprising, where they talk to people and they try to influence other people and they want to gain power. Okay, social personality is another category of in order to apply person job fit, to link personality with the organization or with the workplace. Social is a person who like to help others. Okay, people yang suka menolong orang lain. Okay, they are very kind and they are also outgoing. Okay, so these people with social personality, they are very suitable to work as an educator, as a counselor, psychologists, and social workers. The next personality is realistic. Realistic is the people who prefer to work alone with little interaction with others. So they are the opposite of enterprising. Realistic is the opposite of enterprising, because these people with this personality, they love to work alone. Okay, and they don't want to talk to other people a lot. Okay, so what they can do is chefs. Chefs do not have to talk to other people a lot. They fall under the realistic personality. Mechanics, okay, farmers, architects, they don't have to work to talk to other people a lot. They fall under realistic personality. And the last one is artistic. These artistic personality are the people who like to do creative work, and they are very creative, and they often avoid a lot of monotonous and repetitive work. Artistic personality are the people who don't want to do repetitive job, because they will get bored easily. So dia akan elakkan monotonous job. Monotonous ni kerja yang sama je lah, over and over again, because they are very creative. So painters, interior designers, writers, musicians, they fall under the artistic personality. Okay, the next approach to link the personality and values to the workplace is by using person-organization fit. So person-organization fit is a bit different from apa tadi? Person-job fit. This is person-organization fit. So a person must fit in the organization. Okay, so the term person-organization fit describes how well a person can match the requirements of a position and the organizational workplace culture, values, ethics, goals, and principles. So a person-organization fit is where the organization is trying to find a person that can match with the position requirement ataupun kehendak jawatan yang ingin dipenuhi, and also at what extent the person can match with the culture of the organization. So tahap mana seseorang tu boleh memenuhi ataupun blend into the culture of the organisation and also can accept the requirements of the position. Maksudnya bukan mencari pekerja yang mempunyai bukan melihat kepada personality dan menentukan kerja sesuatu kerja. This is where the organisation is looking at the job first, okay, and try to find the person that can fit in the job and also that can fit in the organisation culture. Okay, let's say the organisation is having a very challenging culture. Okay, challenging culture where people are very busy working. So the organisation must search for their person who can actually adapt into that culture, that particular culture. So maksudnya priority is given to the organisation first. Okay, not the person first. Given to the organisation, look at the nature of the organisation first in terms of the nature of the job and also the nature of the organisation culture, and search for the person who can fit into the nature of the job and also the nature of the organisation culture. Okay, person organisation fit here is mostly suitable for the organisation to hire fresh graduates or fresh talent, people who don't have the knowledge and experience yet. The first job for these people, so the organisation can use person organisation fit approach in order to hire people. Because of why? Because of these people do not have much experience, they don't have a lot of knowledge first yet. So they can be hired in order for them to blend in the organisation culture. So ambil pekerja dan train mereka ni untuk cuba blend in the organisation culture. Why? Because of for the following reasons. It can improve participation and involvement of the employees, can result in higher quality job production, it can support an atmosphere of productive teamwork and healthy employee relationship, and it can develop a strong and recognizable company culture. Why? Because of fresh talent or fresh graduates. They are very fresh, they are very young, so they can be shaped according to the requirements of the organization. Okay, compared to experienced employees, they already have their mindset. So it is so hard to shape these people to blend into the organization culture because they have their own standard already. Okay, with that, we end chapter 2, personality and values. Thank you.